Alright guys, you've been asking for another car review from us, and we brought you a special one this week. We have a 2015 Mustang Petty Edition. This is the Stage 2, one of 43, and this car is number 43. It has 727 horsepower. It's a rare Mustang, and we figured we'd get you something special. Alright, it comes in this special paint job, which is the Petty Blue paint job. It also comes with the 3-piece HRE wheels. And it comes with the Wheelwood floating disc and 6-piston calipers. It's a ridiculous car, I can tell you that. We just test drove this, and it's an amazing car. It comes with a set of 255, 30, 20s in the front, and a set of 305, 30, 20s in the rear. It has almost enough rubber to keep it on the road, but it still doesn't. It also comes with Petty's Garage's custom lower body kit and exhaust system, which exits through the center of the rear bumper. One of the finishing touches that the Petty Garage added to the car was their rear NASCAR-inspired rear wing. Also, the car has got the ghosted 43 and the Petty Garage logos ghosted into the black of the paint job. Alright guys, under the hood it is sporting a 5-liter Coyote Roush Stage 2 supercharger. This thing creates 727 horsepower. Now they do have a Stage 1 version which creates 624 horsepower, but we figured if we're going to drive one, might as well drive one with 727 horsepower, and it paid off. Alright guys, when you come inside the car, it's actually pretty tight. You would expect a big Mustang to have a ton of room in it, but you're kind of sardining into this thing. Not that it would matter as fast as this thing is, you're not going to be worried about that. It does have a lot of extra features that the normal Mustang doesn't have. It has a mode, it also has your traction control, and also has your steering functions. Now in your steering functions, you have a basic comfort mode, a normal driving mode, and then you have a sport mode. The comfort mode basically softens the ride of the car quite a bit, so it's a little more manageable on a long ride. But the sport mode is fantastic because it tightens the steering up so much that the car is extremely responsive. And for a big car, that's pretty incredible. Now the normal driving mode, it feels like a sloppy pig. It almost feels like the steering wheel is not even connected to the front wheels. It's ridiculously bad. So basically, you're never going to drive it in normal mode. Traction control, basic on-off, and there's probably an extra function to completely turn all of the driver aids off by holding the button for an extra few seconds. In your modes, though, you have your normal driving mode, which allows the car to just drive with, I think it's about 10% less of its horsepower. I'm not sure, I'll have to check a little more on that for you. Then you have your Sport Plus mode, and then you have your track mode, and then on top of that you have your snow and wet weather mode. So basically the car comes pretty well equipped with everything you need to make this a straight out track day car. Along with that, it comes with these very nicely bolstered Petty Racing seats with the Petty Garage embroidered into the headrests. Also it comes with the Petty Garage embroidered floor mats. On top of that, this car is also signed by Mr. Richard Petty himself right there on the dashboard. Along with the normal stuff that the Mustang comes with, it also comes with your extra boost gauge and oil pressure PSI gauges and vacuum. Driving this car is not something I probably would do on a regular basis because it's so rare, but if you ever get the opportunity, I highly suggest it. 727 horsepower underneath your foot, and it is at the top of the pedal, so you don't have to push very hard for this thing to go. It will throw you back in the seat. Now, if you're afraid that 727 horsepower is too much for you, you leave that traction control on. It is extremely aggressive. I mean, it almost dumps all the power away from the car as soon as the wheels start to slip. So, you know, this is still a drivable car. The clutch unit is actually lighter than the STIs that we drove. It's also lighter than the Fiat that we're going to drive eventually here. It comes with the shaker audio system, and other than that, there's not much else to this car other than what it comes with under the hood and under the rear end. Alright guys, but what is the best feature of this car? Absolutely the sound. This car sounds phenomenal. Now I'm going to start it up for you here. And if you roll to the back, you'll hear what this thing sounds like.